Hello everybody and welcome back to Crusader Kings, where we are working on carving away at the Byzantine Empire, and we don't care about truces, apparently. However, I'm still going to wait out the truce with Poland. There's no reason not to, in my opinion. We can go after that in 2 years? Yeah, that's fine. 30 May 1449. Should be completely okay. We've got a lot to do on the Byzantines yet, and there are dangerous factions here. Let's let this update. I want to see really quick here what we've got. Okay. Yeah, that's no problem. So that's absolutely fine. We'll establish a community. That seems good. So the faction here that's actually going to fire is the peasant rabble, and they're super irrelevant. We don't care about that. Now, unfortunately, this kingdom does not have a claimant that we can utilize. Unless this guy comes to our court. Now, we're working on swaying him. He's literally the only option here. Have we sent him a gift? Yes, we have. Okay, so there's not much going on there, realistically. In the meantime, we'll have to continue attacking the Byzantines. And for the time being, we need to go after Venice and Cyprus. So I think that that is the current goal at this moment. We're going to grab Venice first, and yeah, we're going to be a truce breaker. We are currently exalted among men. It's probably fine. Probably. This is going to be a lot of levels of truce break, unfortunately, but there's not a lot we can do about it. It pretty much just has to happen. So we're going to go on down towards Illustrious here, and we're going to work our way back up to Exalted Among Men. What do we need? 5,000 prestige for that? Okay, noted. So for the time being, we're going to raise up our men-at-arms over here. Honestly, we don't need much more. We fought this guy so many times recently that it shouldn't really be that big of a deal. And we're just going to head on over and take over Venice immediately. That's the overall idea here. Wow, it's very laggy right now. Hopefully that smooths out. I just fired up the game, so it shouldn't be too bad, in theory. This is acceptable, this is acceptable, and this is acceptable. It's only while ticking, so that's noted. So I want to double check these factions here. Yeah, that seems absolutely fine. No problem. And we're dead. Okay, that was exciting. Well, we still are fighting this truce. Now we're no longer a truce breaker, so that's interesting. But we do go down to Distinguished. Being murdered there was awkward, to be sure. Now, the Mongol Empire is our primary title. We just need to change it back here. There we go. Otherwise, no problem with the succession, right? So we're in diplomacy lifestyle. Actually, that's fine. We can go for majesty focus here. Absolutely okay with that. So we do need a new chancellor, and we need a new steward, and we need a new marshal, and we need a new spy master. Unfortunately, this might create some actual factionalism because we're having a real hard time keeping our rulers alive. Can we actually do something about this region now? Maybe. Predicted agents of 0, huh? Okay. That's definitely a hard maybe. Are we married? Well, we could definitely find another wife here anyway. So, you'll do. We'll send that proposal. Fantastic. Dissolution faction? Yeah, I'm not surprised that we're seeing a bunch of factions forming up here. We'll see if any of them are actually strong enough to do anything, though. Without the vassal limit issue, it might be problematic for them. That said, we are at 13 out of 11 domain, and that is absolutely something that will need to be fixed. But we do have our wife here. So we're going to move her over into managed domain, and that actually solves it. So no issues there for the moment. Now, how bad are these factions? We've got this independence faction. That is a pretty bad one. I'm not at all shocked about this. We can just negotiate an alliance with this guy, though, and that'll be helpful. Okay. So for the time being, that's fine. What else do we have here? Our regent is still being a jerk. That's to be expected. I'm going to send a gift to every single ruler that is in this faction. And some of them may end up leaving. And while we're doing this, I'm going to be watching for any that we can just negotiate an alliance with. Once again, dying is very awkward, and I don't think we have any real way to do it. a real way to not die, right? We have a huge target on our backs. No doubt about that. The good news is this guy isn't going to have all that tyranny that the last guy did. Offer to join war. Okay. Nope, we're not going to do that. We're just going to send a gift to all of these and see how many of them are going to stick around in the faction. Some of them likely will, and some of them likely will not. So there we go. That's all good. And were there other factions in this? Actually, no. It's currently just the Independence faction. Okay. The Disillusion faction is gone. We're going to group these guys together, and I'd like to come out here and see about stack wiping the Byzantines. That would be ideal. Now, we still need to handle this Independence faction. They did drop a fair amount there. So we would like to get an alliance over here, right? So does this guy have any unbetrothed female children? Yes, but apparently we can't marry her. Well, get betrothed to her. Interesting. I'm not sure why that is. Do we have siblings? Yes. We're going to invite all of these siblings to court so that we have some bargaining chips here. Okay. So they're going to all come into our court. Wonderful. So with that, we can start to make some alliances here. So, first things first, we are going to do something along the lines of our half-sister to this kid. He's landed. Never mind. Our half-sister here. He's landed too? He is landed. Oh, that's awkward. Okay. Are there any of these who are unlanded? I mean, female children. So we could potentially do something here with our half-brother then. So that's definitely a decent option here. That's going to be 11.4%. He'll accept that. Cool. So he's going to leave that faction. This guy becomes the next problem. And what can we do about him? He is a Shari, so we might be able to do something here. So that would end up being something along the lines of this. Okay, we'll definitely do that. That seems okay. And what about this guy? He's got a son here. We have a half-sister. So we can do that for now. Okay, we're at 23% against the Byzantines, and we're just going to head around over this way. Cool. So that seems fine. We're very, very close to getting this faction gone. So now we've got this fine gentleman here. We have a half-brother, but he doesn't really have anybody that we can work with. So what about Sorbia? Not really. Nope. No. Well, this is unfortunate. Okay, here we go, potentially. Yeah. Perfect. He is pretty far down the list, but that's okay. We only need 1% here, right? So they're now too weak to send an ultimatum. For now. That will likely change. But that'll deal with it for this moment. It'll be a very, very short moment, most likely. We do need to get this war with the Byzantines over, of course. So we're at 37% war score right now. Their capital is down over here. Noted. Okay, so we definitely see a larger Byzantine force over here. We're only at 16% from battles, so we are going to split off our bombards, and we don't need all that many levy troops. We know that this is basically their only force here, right? So that's absolutely fine. We would put in... I'm sure we have a siege commander here somewhere. Yes, this guy. Perfect. So we're going to be looking to attack this force here, and we're going to head on down. And we're trying to catch these guys. Unfortunately, we're not succeeding on it. And yeah, this dangerous faction is coming back. I'm deeply unsurprised about that. Like I said, that was a very short-term solution, right? So what else can we do here? Well, for the time being, possibly not a lot. Well, we could certainly use additional spouses. No doubt about that. So you'll do. And we're looking for spouses that are going to produce children for us, right? So there we go. Something like that. Okay. So that seems fine for the moment. These guys have 17 months until they can send an ultimatum, so I'm really not super concerned about it. Our regent is still a jerk, which is to be expected. And we did drop down to 12 domain limit, so we are going to have to grant out one of these titles, which isn't a big deal. So we'll just grant this one on out. No problem. We're at 88% war score right now. And we're just continuing to push our way on through. There we go. We're at 100%. We'll enforce those demands. That gets us Venice. Perfect. So Venice is now under our control. We would negotiate your release if you'll convert. And they will. Fantastic. So that'll be fine. We can now dismantle the papacy. Let the Vatican burn. Fantastic. So there we go. The papacy is now dismantled. And now we go after Poland. So we're going to seize all de jure lands here. This is going to be a fair amount of prestige. So at this moment, I do think our best bet is to actually hold the Grand Tournament. So we're going to do that here in Medina. We're going to go for Recital. We're going to go for Board Game. We're going to go for... We are really bad at the physical ones. Okay. We're going to go for Wrestling, for Duel, and for Horse Race. Okay, so we don't need any travel options, of course. We can go for luxurious encampments and splendid prizes, with this guy being our champion, I guess. That'll be fine. And let's go. So we may not qualify for that. That's expected. We're going to be keeping an eye on the faction situation, of course. Okay, so when is this going to be available? 11 days? Cool. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and 0. No time to lose. Okay, so we're going to go visit the tourney grounds, and 88% chance. Okay, we're guaranteed to qualify for the recital. Actually, that faction has gone away. So that's very good. That's very, very good. So we'll proceed on through this for the time being. And, of course, we do want to declare on Poland when we can, but that'll have to be after this activity is done, right? But with that faction gone, that's great. So we are going to moderately increase our score here. And we can visit the temple here. Seven, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and 0. Okay, so we'll visit the temple. Nothing really needing to be done there, though. Cool. So we are gaining prestige from all of this, of course. And that's great. And let's visit the tourney grounds one last time here. Actually, friends are good, but we don't care about that guy. So the recital contest. Fantastic. Let's see how this goes. Do we improvise? Yes. Yes, we do. 70%. Okay, what do we go with? 48%, 59, 92. Okay, we'll go with that. Our progress to victory isn't moving. We'll see how that ends up going. Best option here is this one. One last verse. I have no idea how this is going to go, but it looks like maybe poorly. No, we did win. Beautiful. Okay, so tourney grounds. We'll rile them up. We're guaranteed to qualify for board game, so that's good. Yes, show in the Sultan is 430 gold, but more important is that 150 prestige and the renown at this point. Yeah, that'll be fine. We're going to visit the temple here. 3, 2, 1, 0. Cool. Sure, we'll take some piety, I guess. That's fine. Our regent is being a jerk. When isn't our regent a jerk? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and 0. Okay. And 350 prestige. Actually, this is better. Cool. Now I want to check in on our regent status here. If we were to do this, I want to give it a go. If we were to do this, how would it play out? It's saying 0 predicted agents, but we can bribe 2. Okay. That's not a lot, and nor is this. Okay. He's pretty popular. Okay, we are indeed ready. So, what do we want to do here? Any of these would gain us stress, so we're not going to do that for now. Yeah, we'll knock this guy out. Fantastic. Okay. So we're moving on. We can do this. We're not going to dishonor ourselves by cheating. We can draw from... Here we go. You seem awfully sure of yourself. And we lost. Okay, that's sad. But that's okay. We've got enough prestige at this point. We have what we need. So this is absolutely fine. You know what? He cheated. Disqualified. Lucky Swain. Okay. We can do this, and we'll see how this goes. 97% chance that the judges believe us that he's cheating. You seem awfully sure of yourself, and we lose again. Okay, that's fine. As I said, no real problem here. We could also say he cheated, disqualified, and that's what we're going to do. We're going to get a technical victory here. Fantastic. Okay, we'd like to get more agents here. Sadly, nobody can be convinced to join right now. We'll have to wait for that tyranny to go down, right? No doubt about that. But I want to attack Poland as soon as we can. That is top priority right now. But we're just trying to work up our prestige level for the moment. So how is this going at this point? We're guaranteed to qualify for the wrestling. Seems good. Okay. So we're ready. We'll see how this goes. Let's make this quick. 82%. That liver does look vulnerable, but let us lock up as warriors. And we win the entry here. Fantastic. So what else do we have? Okay. Semifinals. Let's go. This guy resigned. Okay. But he wasn't our guy that resigned, sadly. Once again, let us lock up as warriors, and we win again. Fantastic. Keep in mind, we're bad at wrestling. So this is going pretty well. Victory. I like it. And we can do this. What do we got? These odds are not amazing, but this one's actually best. There we go. We're at 85%, so let us lock up as warriors, and we win this too. Fantastic. So that's absolutely great. We've won 3 out of the events, or 3 out of 5 events so far. Cool. That's absolutely wonderful. And next up is the duel. So let's study their techniques. Phenomenal. Duel will be beginning in 40 days. Of course, we are close to the end of the game, and that is a bit of a concern, but we do really, really need to get ourselves some prestige here. That's for sure. Spending 350 prestige there is not great. That's for sure. Regent in prison? Nope. Our regent doesn't get to do things. Tourney grounds. What do we got? Gold is indeed the biggest temptation, but I want our score to go up. There we go. So that looks good. We're going to have the duel finishing up here in 5 days. Or actually starting in 5 days. And, yep, we'll face this guy. I have no idea. Actually, 98%. That's not bad. Whatever happens, we don't back down. Actually, this is much better. Okay. So our stress goes up, but that's fine. Are you scared? Excellent. So we win the entry point here. Fantastic. Next up is, of course, going to be the semifinals. Let's see how we do. We'd rather block than chance a counter. We will say what? Are you scared? Sadly, that didn't go well. Odds were good, but random chance. It is what it is. We could disqualify him, and so we shall. He cheated, and he is disqualified. Perfect. So we're going to continue heading on forward here, and we're in through the finals. It's good to be Emperor. We're going to lose stress because we're honest. We didn't mean to. And nothing is going to happen for any of these. Okay. What, are you scared? And apparently we lose? Interesting. Do we want to just disqualify this guy as well? Yep, we definitely do. Fantastic. So we win, and we get a bunch of prestige out of it. Absolutely great. I'm sure it's fine. No one will care at all. So now for the horse race. We're close to qualifying. We have a match to focus on. We're now guaranteed to qualify. So that sounds good. We've won 4 out of 5, although 2 of them we may have cheated to win. So that's good. Astronomer? Sure. Why not? So we'll visit the tourney grounds here. It's not looking great for us on this one. We'll see. Score increases moderately. Okay, sure. That seems absolutely fine. So this will be quite a race. Our champion did not qualify. Hilarious. Ah. So our odds here are really low, right? 70% chance. The gift reached him. Okay, looks good. So let's see what happens with the horse race here. Score would increase moderately no matter what. We'll gain some prestige. Fantastic. This obviously breaks the rules. So Emir Garcia II is actually kicked out of the tournament here. I like it. 31% chance of our score increasing greatly. This is the best odds, but it's not amazing. Okay. We never got disqualified there. So, or rather, just directly knocked out. Beautiful. So, we won all 5. I love it. Okay, he discovered our plot. We're going to keep going with it. Perhaps a few words, given we're the host. Okay, so the ceremony is ending, and that is the grand tournament done. Phenomenal. So this guy discovered our plan, and that's not great. Win every contest at a grand tournament. Hang on. What was that? Little William Marshall achievement. Win every grand contest at a grand tournament with at least 3 contests. Okay. Sure. That's wonderful. So someone's trying to kill our region. I wonder who that could be. I have no idea. We do need to declare war on Poland, like, right now, though, and we actually need to grant one of these out, so it would be this temple holding. There we go. Fantastic. We're going to declare on Poland, of course, and we're going to head on in over here. So we're going to drop our men-at-arms here, and we're going to raise a few levy troops. Phenomenal. And then we're going to go after a bunch. We're going to go after our fellow emperor, the Byzantines. So that'll be fine. We'll grab Firm Hand to work up our prestige gains a little bit. This is more than enough troops. We certainly don't need that quantity. And we're going to head on in over this direction. Excellent. So Poland needs to fall and, of course, become part of our realm. But the real question is, this kingdom down here, right? Does it have a decent claimant now? Actually, there are 2 now. 70 reasons and 80 reasons not to come to court. So, we'll send this guy a gift. He gains 105 opinion of us. Now he has 50 reasons not to. That's sad. I'll send this guy a gift as well. He has 50 reasons not to as well. So I don't think we have a way in over there, sadly. We'll just have to do it the old-fashioned way. Very, very sad indeed. But let's head over here. Let's get our siege force split out. Something along the lines of this will do. And we're going to go and look to stack wipe the Polish army down here. Actually, we should come down through this pass over here, just to make sure that we have the inside track here. That'll be fine. We'll put this guy in charge here. Excellent. So we're going to look to catch them right up over here. And we're going to catch a significant chunk of them. Beautiful. Let's hit their capital, and let's see what we get out of that. We're at 18% war score right now. They're stack wiping, and we just became celebrity. Perfect. So that's really good. We became a living legend already. And this could end the war. It really could. Sadly, it didn't. We're 93%. 50% for battles, so it has to be from sieges here. 97? Man, we gotta head down over here. Okay. So that'll be fine. Poland is now going to be in the fold, right? And then we just need to worry about the Byzantines. Okay. An agent has been removed from our scheme. No shockers there, and we are going to enforce these demands. Poland is now under our control. Wonderful. And with that, it is just the Byzantines, and time to put a cut in here. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, and next episode, we are going to see what we can do about the Byzantine situation. We've got about 3 years. So we're going to have to move quick. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and a very special thank you to all of the channel members for making this video possible, including ALS Gamer, Shadow Wolf, Andy McGar, Spartan News, Nick Smarty, Dimitri H, Punching the Microphone, Soccerman12 UK, Kentogan, and all the rest. And of course, you. Thank you for watching. If you'd like to support the channel, you can click the join button down below the video, and as always, I will see you all next time. That is not the button I'm looking for. There we go.